Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. Good to see you. Well, I want to talk about the WASPy women. Women against state pension inequality. Remember that? Well, they don't really get a lot of news coverage because what they're fighting for, what they're trying to achieve, isn't very friendly to our government now, is it? Just a brief rundown of the history of the thing, if anybody wasn't quite sure what's going on. A group of women born, I think it was after a point in 1954, my own mother was affected by this, by the way, were suddenly told that they weren't entitled to their state pension when they thought they would be. It went on and on and on and on. Now, depending on your personal circumstances, you either got away with this or you didn't. One of the things you plan on for a long time is retiring. You know, in another 20 years, 25 years, hopefully, I can join the ranks of the retired. Chance to be a fine thing. It's our kids I feel sorry for. But all of these women, you know, had various consequences depending on what happened. My mum at the time was fortunate because of our own living circumstances. She was able to, you know, have some sort of control over what happened. Others weren't so fortunate. I've read some horror stories where women have ended up homeless. They've ended up, well, stone broke. Some who had to retire on ill health grounds because of the, you know, demands of their work, had to, you know, try their best to survive. It was awful, and some even took their own life as a result of all the stress that was caused. This is how much it's affected people. Now, there's arguments on both sides. Now, I believe that there should be a set retirement age for men and women, and it shouldn't be messed around with. But at the end of the day, it goes up and up and up and up and up, doesn't it, over the course of time? Well, where all of these women have been screwed over by the state, for want of a better word, compensation's required. There's no two ways about it. They should be compensated for what happened and, you know, acting accordingly. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth. Now, there's a figure bandied around the £10,000 mark from what I lead to believe from the news. Well, what they're actually proposing, government, is, I think it's what they call a Class 4 compensation package. That's to give all of the women affected by this anything from £1,000 to £2,950. Now, you think of all the thousands of pounds that they've lost with all of this. You think of all the stress, turmoil and heartache that's been caused by all of this, and all it's worth is £3,000. Well, they have no trouble giving £3,000 to other people, do they? That's where this country's getting its priorities in a knot. Yet again, it's getting its priorities in a knot, and how many lives have suffered because of it. It's disgusting. I mean, I inquired with my local politician at the time, when my own mum was being affected by this, and he said, well, we've got a population increase such as what we're experiencing at the moment. The pension system in our country isn't sustainable in its current form, and it does need to be looked at. Maybe that's true, but you don't treat the symptom, you treat the cause. Why is this happening? What do we need to do to stop it? What needs rearranging? Where's the funds going that can pay for all this? Well, we know full well where a lot of money goes in our country every year, don't we? But that's another thing for another time. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, this needs as much exposure as possible, as always. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're on social media, please give me a share. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.